Hey guys, I'm Kaylin. Welcome back to Fable Hill Farm. Today I'm going to be going over my 2023 upcoming kidding season. Who is bred to who has what in their bellies as far as kids. We did do some ultrasounds recently. We are going to be kidding out all the way from March to May. Last year I kidded from January to May. So I guess March to May is a little bit tighter of a window. We had a lot of does cycling all at once. This is going to be the most does I've ever freshened. My first year kidding, I had 2 does kid, which was not what I had planned. One in the spring and then one in the fall. My second year, which was this year, 2022, I had a total of 5 freshen. Again, between January and May 2nd being the last one. And we had a total of 10 kids born this year in 2022, with 8 of those being does and 2 of those being bucks. So we had crazy doe numbers. And I'm hoping for a repeat, which is why I've got a little prayer to the doe fairy here on my breeding board I'm about to show you guys. But we can only hope, and we can think pink and call in that doe fairy and hope she decides to bless us another year. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm Kaylin and I breed Nigerian Dwarf goats. I am an ADGA Plus member with the American Dairy Goat Association, which means that I participate in milk testing as well as linear appraisal. You can check out my herd on my website if you're interested in learning more about my genetics. www.fablehillfarm.com. That's where you can also reach out if you're interested in placing a reservation, which are free to make. I will not have a ton of kids available next year. I will have some does and milk available next year. Again, I am located in Michigan, and I can, potentially bring does to shows in Ohio, Indiana, might go to another state, but those are 2 states primarily other than Michigan that I will for sure be showing in next year. So I utilized a total of 6 different bucks over 10 does this breeding season, which I know sounds crazy, and I know that Nigerian breeders are notorious buck hoarders, but hey, not all of those bucks are mine. I only have 3 bucks on the property, and one of them didn't even get used this year because I used them heavily this past year. So I have 4 of his daughters to freshen, which will all be freshening in the spring. And, depending on their mammaries, will, direct me whether or not he's going to stick around long term. My goal is to have 2 of my bucks collected in fall of 2023. And if I can make that happen, and if they can give me some good quality semen to put up, then I will potentially sell 1 or both of those bucks in the fall of next year. So I borrowed 2 bucks from my friend Stacy at Hunt Holes, who's really generous in sharing her genetics with me. We have similar breeding goals, and we have very stringent biosecurity practices on both of our farms, including disease testing. And Stacy is somebody that I've purchased a majority of my foundation does from, and she has brought in a lot of really fantastic buck genetics. So I did bring in 2 of her bucks to use over 6 of my does. One of those does, Sunny, was sold recently to a breeder in Ohio, and she's got a wonderful home there with my friend Kathy. So I have 5 does here that were bred to my friend Stacy's bucks, and then 1 doe was successfully inseminated via AI. And I have a separate video. I'll link that down below if you're interested in checking that out on getting started with artificial insemination in dairy goats. And then I used 2 of my 3 bucks. So a total of 6 bucks over 10 does. I have 1 more doe who's going to be left dry for the spring and summer, and will hopefully be bred to kid in like October of 2023. So this is my 2023 kidding schedule, as you can see here, and it's broken down into dates. So starting March 3rd, and we go all the way down to March 9th. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 does that are going to be kidding between March 3rd and March 9th. Again, I breed Nigerians. Average gestation is 145 days with miniatures, and they can go 5 days in either direction, and that to be considered normal. Last year, I had like notes all over this whiteboard on like bringing the doe fairy in, and it seemed to work because I had 8 out of 10 doe kids, so we'll see. I'm a firm believer that you can create your own reality, and that you can use positive thinking to bring about positive things in your life. So that's what I want. Lots of doe kids. We'll see if I get them. Of course, the most important thing is healthy kids. We want healthy kids, healthy does, but doe kids. Okay, so let's meet the does, or re-meet the does if you're not new to the channel, and talk about who's bred to who. This is Miss Bunny. She's one of my frostbite twins from last year. And that's a whole story. I'll link that video down below if you want to see that. So Bunny here is going to be a first freshener. She's never had kids before. And she is bred to my buck Templeton. And it looked like she had twins on the ultrasound.
There it is.
Yay, Bunny.
See that little head?
Yep.
And they keep going. It'll show the rest of the body. Alright, so now we'll go back. Okay, there's that one. Go this way. And there's the other one. You can see it moving.
Hooray! Yeah, you can really see that one moving. Aww,
It
look
looks
at
like
it.
it has bunny ears.
I have so many funny names picked out for
The
kids.
front feet.
Bunny is due March 5th. This girl here is Haggis, and Haggis was my AI success. You ready, Haggis? Okay, let's see.
That is a pregnancy. That does not look like a bladder. So, see how there's like tons of little bubbles?
Yes.
That tells me that it's,
So like the open spaces.
yes, that's all the air sacs. So here I'm pointing at her hip. There's her bladder.
Okay.
So she is definitely pregnant.
Haggis! Hooray! My first AI stuck.
You can kind of see something right there. Well, it's fading in and out. When they're really small, they're really hard to see.
Yeah, so she's past 30 days, but she's not. She was just, what, 30 days
Yeah,
yesterday?
just 30 days.
Yeah.
And 40 days is the best because then you can actually see
Right.
the peanuts inside the sac. Peanuts, as I call them. So I can't give you a good idea of how many with her because all I can see is
That there is.
some.
That's the first doe I ever AI'd, and she is bred to Wolfie Van Jack Daniels, and she is due March 26th. Hallie here is Haggis's daughter. She's the only dry doe in the barn, and she will be, ideally she's going to be AI'd May 20th at our AI clinic that I'm hosting. More information on that in another video, but she is not bred. She's the only doe in the barn that is not confirmed pregnant. Heidi here, who's the herd queen, she's actually sold. She's going to her new home on February 7th, and she is bred and due with, it looked like, twins on the ultrasound, and she's not due till the end of May. Wendy, right here. Hey, Wendy. Wendy will be a 6th freshener. She's the oldest doe here, and she is bred to my friend Stacy's buck Mir, who I used on 3 does, who will be, this will be his first crop of kids. So excited about that. Looked like Wendy had 2 to 3 on the ultrasound.
Well, we are definitely pregnant.
Woohoo! Oh, I see something moving.
There's pieces, but I can't. All right, so we'll start over here. There's a head.
Oh, yep, I see that.
I'm trying to see. And there's a body. See the spine?
Yep.
All right, so there's one. Now we'll focus on the bottom bubble there. There's another one. There's the head right there. Looks like it's in a funky condition. You see it?
Here.
Yeah, it's right there is.
Okay. Oh, right. Like it's like right there.
Yeah, it's like right here. It's
Yeah.
like it's like facing up and down.
Okay.
And then. Stop. There's
She's
something
been.
bouncing, see it?
Oh yeah. And she's the first one due on March 3rd. Ely here to the right of her, who already looks massive. Ely had triplets last year. She'll be a second freshener. Ely is due April 26th, I believe. And it looked like she had 3, probably 4 on the ultrasound. Lovey here to the left of Wendy. She is Wendy's doe kid from last year. And she is half sister to Haggis. Ely, be nice. Sassy, sassy girls. Lovey looked like she had 2, maybe 3 on the ultrasound.
Feet right there. And the head. The head's to the left. And you can see like the little nubs.
I believe.
See it? You see it?
Head right here.
Nope, down farther.
Oh, right there.
Yeah. And the little feet.
Trenton, come here. This is the head right over here. And then there's the feet.
Those are the feet moving, and the front feet are by the head.
Yeah, I could see how you could come to
We'll keep watching it, and it will move.
Oh, Lovey,
So
yay!
there's definitely one. There's another sack back here, and there's something in it. Trying to see. There's looks like one right there.
Oh yeah, that's the head.
And I can't tell if it's under the head.
She'll be a first freshener, and she is bred to Mir as well, the same buck that Wendy, her mom, was bred to. I think I forgot to say Ely was bred to Templeton, my in-like twin son. My sweet Hallie girl. Really excited to get this girl shaved. She's so long. She's got that beautiful long bone pattern that her sire Templeton seems to be putting on his kids. All right, over here we've got 3 maternal sisters, Birdie, Cy, and Bunny, who are all out of Sunny, the doe I sold last year to a friend of mine in Ohio. Birdie is bred to Templeton, as is Bunny back there, and Templeton is Cy's sire, or dad. So Birdie is due May 7th, I think, and it looked like she had twins. And Cy, who is bred to my friend Stacy's buck Trip, whose dam is a multiple top 10 doe, a lot of milk production behind Trip. All right, this is Cy.
There's one.
All right.
There's nothing in that one sack.
Okay, so that could be the bladder then. It's empty or just an empty
No,
sack?
that's just an empty sack.
Okay, so does that mean that at one point they had a kid and it reabsorbed or
Not necessarily. It could just be the random sack, you know, that comes out and has water in it.
Oh, yeah, uh-huh.
It may have, but it may not have. And
Little
then there's another one. I
feetsies.
can just see the feet.
Yep, okay. So twins.
Twins. Oh, there's a head.
Yep, see that.
Oh, it could be a butt. Looks like it's connected to legs.
Cy is due on March 5th as well. So same day as Bunny, same day as Voodoo and Lovey, and that's going to be a wild week there. Sidar here is also bred to Trip, same buck that Cy is bred to. And Sidar is an ID daughter. This is my kid who went Best Junior Doe and Show last fall at the Mitten Madness show. I'll link that video if you want to check it out if you're interested in showing goats or seeing how a goat show works. So Sidar is bred to Trip. It looked like she had twins on the ultrasound. So she's got for sure 2. Yep, head and so it's like head, right?
Yes.
Okay.
just water sacks. This too.
And she is due March 9th. There you have it. There's my breeding plans for 2023. I assume this video was interesting to some of you, otherwise you wouldn't have watched it. I appreciate all of you watching my videos, for commenting, for liking, for subscribing to my channel, and I look forward to sharing more goat-related content with all of you. If you did like this video, if you want to see more goat content, please leave me a comment down below. Let me know if there are certain topics or things you'd like me to talk about, things you'd like to see with my farm or setup or whatever. Happy to share, and if I feel like it's something that I can talk about, you know, and add value to a conversation about, then I'm happy to do a video on those things. So thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye.